Alright, so this is my Hirus Q and A number 7, huh? I was planning on doing this one like every 2 weeks, but that didn't really end up happening. It's only been like 3 weeks since my last one. So anyways, if you're new to this, this is where I talk about myself and my channel and what I've been doing with the channel. Since I found if I do one of these like every couple of weeks, I have a lot to talk about. Because I can talk about, let's see, what did I have I done since the last one? I started up my top 10 quest chains in WoW. Wow, that video is so long. What I really wanted to do is just finish that one, and then I have like a whole bunch of smaller videos that probably won't take me a month to get the footage for and stuff. Plus I have like a new computer now, so actually yeah. So anyways, I got like a new computer. It's pretty nice. I finally saved up enough money to buy one. So the video quality of my videos from now on should increase a lot. Or not, or maybe a little bit, I don't know. My laptop, because I was doing everything on an old laptop that I bought back in like 2011, which lasted me a really long time. I probably won't use it anymore because it's kind of loud, so I can't really like take it with me anywhere because it's makes too much noise. Maybe if I don't use it for a long time, it'll stop making so much noise, but for now it's kind of a huge pain in the ass, and I love how I don't have to remove as much background noise anymore. Although, the thing is, I got my new computer like last week on Tuesday or something, and since I had reset my laptop recently, I already knew how to download everything, so getting everything onto my computer again didn't really take too long. Since I had done that like back in November when I restored my laptop to like factory settings. So I had it like all planned out, did it all really quickly. But the thing is, I also bought like a new desk because I got dual monitors now, and I put it into an extra room in my house because I live in a really big house with my two sisters, and we just had 2 rooms that were just empty. There was like nothing in it. So I just moved a desk into one of them, and I put my computers on it, and it's like going into my office every morning now. I wake up, come to my office with my dual monitors, which is the coolest thing ever. I have like my one monitor in front of me, which is like HD, 2 times bigger than my laptop screen. It's really hard to get used to that when you're playing WoW. When you're so used to everything being so condensed, now everything's so wide and open. And then my other monitor, it's some cheap one I bought like at a thrift store. It was like $10 on half off day. It's not half bad actually. The second monitor is also bigger than my old laptop one. It's not in HD, but it's also not half bad. It's really nice actually. It's a square laptop. I mean, it's a square screen, so it's kind of weird to have like a square screen and then like a widescreen HD one in front of me. Whatever, it's nice. The dual monitors will come in handy when I start streaming, because that will be fun to have up the stream chat on one screen and the stuff I'm doing on the other one. So anyway, it's got my new computer, and I had already gotten all the footage for my top 10 quest chains video, because the footage took forever to get, because doing an entire quest chain takes hours. There's a reason the other quest chain videos I've seen out on YouTube are just lazy flyover cameras of the terrain, because it takes a lot of work to actually get the footage for it. And I've been working on this video since like the beginning of January, because it's my Patreon video. Because what I do with the Patreon thing is I'll have like a list of videos I'll make, or I can, if someone from Patreon wants to like suggest a video, because I have had someone like suggest a video before, and I made it, and it actually did pretty well. And that was my the legendaries video, the history of legendaries. Yeah, that one. It's actually like one of my most popular video now, which is crazy, because to have one of my videos that's not about a list video being like in my top 10 most popular is kind of crazy. Because if you don't know anything about making videos on YouTube, if you put any kind of video into a list, it's going to get like 5 times more views than it would normally. It's ridiculous. Just go like take a look at my front page and look at my most popular videos. Out of like my top 10 most best viewed videos, I think like 8 or 7 of them are top 10 videos. You know how many top 10 videos I have on my account? About like 10 or 15 of them. I have like over 200 videos on my account. 10 or 15 of them, that's like 5% of them are top 10 videos, and they make probably like half of the amount of money I make every month from YouTube is for my top 10 videos. So if I really just wanted to roll in the dough, top 10 videos every week and nothing else, that would be great. And it's actually not that bad because top 10 videos are pretty fun to make. Except, actually, that's why that's why there's a lot of crappy ones out there too, because they get so many views and then there's so many just garbage ones out there. I like to put a little bit of effort into them, even if I do make the joke ones. Oh, that's funny. 2 of my most popular videos are joke top 10 videos, top 10 classes to play, and the top 10 super secret things. Both those videos, I think they both have more dislikes than likes because people do not like sarcasm on YouTube. So, whatever. Even if it's a very obvious sarcasm, it's whatever. Because the thing with YouTube is dislikes are counted just as much as likes. So all those dislikes are probably why the videos got as popular as they did. It's because there's so many people disliking them. So thank you, dislikers. You are the reason those videos are making me lots of money every month. Oh, I got sidetracked. Yeah, the top 10 quest chain videos. That one's actually kind of fun. I spent a lot of time on that Legend of the Stalvon part. And I also got another YouTube friend of mine to do a part of my next video. I kind of had to wait for those lines to come in because I really wanted to make that part of the video a lot better, because I had done a video about that quest chain, the Pamela Redpaw quest chain. If you don't know what that quest chain is, you'll find out when I put out the video. And to get the real effect of that quest chain, you really do have to read the quest dialogue. And I really didn't like that I was reading the quest dialogue in my deep voice. So I requested someone else who had a much lighter voice than me to do those parts for me. And they did a really good job, and I think it'll come out pretty well, because those lines are... It just really adds to the video. I really didn't need to do that. I could have just read the lines myself, but it's totally going to add to it. It's cool. I like that. That video, I should be able to work on it. I was actually planning on working on it tonight, but I got really busy with schoolwork because I'm really behind on my work, and I spent like all week catching up on it. Plus, I got my new computer. Plus, I had to take stupid traffic school because I got a speeding ticket. And you can do that online in the state I live in. You can just like pay the money and take a traffic school thing online. But you have to like be at your computer for 4 hours because it will show the test, like the material for what you have to take the test on at the end of the video. And it like has a time limit, like you have 25 minutes to read these 8 pages. And I read the 8 pages in like 5 minutes, so I just had 20 minutes to sit on the computer. It's like you cannot go to the next section until 25 minutes have passed. So that's how they get you to do the thing for 4 hours. The thing is, if there's no activity on the computer for 4 minutes, it stops the time. So you have to like go around and scroll up and down every once in a while. So you really have to keep that up, and you can't just sit it there and walk away. And it also like tracks you. It also tracks everything else you do. So I couldn't just go on my second monitor and watch YouTube or Netflix because it tracks what you're doing on the computer. Really wonky with my antivirus software, but whatever. I didn't have to go to traffic school because I got to do that online. Because of that, I still had my Kindle, and I just opened that up and watched stuff. Watched anime or something, I don't know. So anyway, traffic school took a day. I took a day to build my computer, then I took like a day off after the weekend because I spent so long working on my first part of the top 10 video. I was actually really super planning on having it out like in the middle of the week. Last week, because it's probably going up on like a Tuesday or something. Last week. Super planning on having it going up last week because I already have all the footage. But I was really busy with what I just said. Monday, I took a day off. Even though I took a day off, I still did like 3 hours of homework because that's what going in a full schedule is like. That sucks. I won't have a full schedule next semester, but this semester I'm gonna be super fucking busy. So I'm gonna be having like less videos just overall, and I decided to make 2 of the most time-consuming videos ever in January and February with my stupid mythology video and my top 10 quest chains video. Yeah, that wasn't smart. I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of smaller videos now that won't take up an enormous amount of time. So once I get that over, I also have like this idea for a new kind of video that I already have like 3 scripts written for. It's gonna be a machinima because there's no other way to do it. Well, I mean, I could draw it out. That would be a lot easier actually, but my drawings suck, and I have done experiments where I put out like story videos, and one with machinima and one with my crappy drawings, and the machinima videos get way more views. Nobody likes my crappy drawings. Some people do, but not a lot, and they don't really drive traffic. Well, anything that's not a list video isn't going to get a lot of views, so it's a small sample size anyway. So I'm still going to have to put out... Actually, I don't have to put out anything. I can do whatever I want. It's my YouTube channel. I can make whatever I want. But anyways, this new script, really fun thing I think I talked about in my last one. It's basically like a guy and a robot, and they go out and do stuff. But there's a twist to it. The guy is insane, and his robot isn't a real robot. It only replies to his auditory cues, because he's like, the dude is like an engineer, and he built the robot, or that's how the story's going to be. And he'll talk to the robot, and the robot will be like, I can't actually talk. I've only been programmed to reply to auditory cues you've given me, including this reply to that request. And he'll just... The guy will go out on stuff. Like, the first one will be him trying to solve a mystery of someone getting killed in a house, and then it turns out he was the one who actually killed the person in the first place, because he's actually an assassin working for Raytheon, and the next story just goes on like all of his missions where he has to go on assassination missions, but he always pretends he's doing something else. And it sounds so dumb when I describe it, but the script is so solid. The dialogue's awesome, and I've already like decided to use my Tauren warrior as like the model for the guy, and then I'm gonna have the warbot as the robot, because the warbot has like those things on his back where you can put red, blue, or green juice inside of it, so he'll have like different modes in case I want to have him fight sometime. That's gonna be a fun little script. I actually have the first script up on my blog that surprisingly gets traffic. It's kind of weird. I have like this blog where I put my scripts up, where I put not all my scripts, only scripts that involve me having to actually like write out a original story. So like my the Mage Who Led Through Time, I have all that up there, plus some short stories I've written for fun, plus the new interactive video I'm going to make that I was planning to start on in December, but that didn't happen because I was super busy in December doing something else. I'll probably have to do that over the summer, or if I get a huge backlog of videos, I can work on that. But that's on hold, and I really want to do that one too. But I have like whatever I was going to make for that new interactive video up on my blog as well. Plus, I'm going to put out the other ones because I wrote 2 other scripts today for the new video. For like I think I'm going to call it like The Adventures of Dave and DevBot or something stupid like that. Yeah, I have the scripts up, so if you want to go check that out, they're pretty awesome if I do say so myself. They're not set in stone yet because I kind of just like read them really quickly because I had a burst of creative energy while I was going out for a walk. That's usually where I get like all my ideas. It used to be like when I used to run, I would get ideas while running, and that was great. I really do want to start running again, but that's anyways, when I take my dog for a walk, that's because it's just like you go out for a stroll, and then that's like the best way to get ideas. That's where I get most of the ideas for my videos, is while I'm out for a walk. When I get back, I just write them down. Sometimes it's not like I go out every day and get a new idea, but I do get a huge majority of my ideas while I'm out taking my dog for a walk, or while I'm bored in one of my classes. And yeah, let's see. Oh, I really do want to go running again, but I don't know if I've ever talked about this on here before, but I used to be, well, I've talked about how I used to be in sports all the time. I don't think I'd go a Q and A video without talking about that. But yeah, I used to be in sports and I was always very active. Then I took like a year off of working out after high school ended back in like 2010. And I started getting back into running and it was really slow. And then I finally got into like a schedule where I would run at like 1 or 2 o'clock at night. Thinking back on it, it's kind of stupid, but hey, running at midnight is awesome. That was the greatest thing ever, because there's like no way, because the way to get on a consistent running schedule is to run at the same time every day. That way, when that time comes running around, your body is itching to go, because I would just go out for like 45 to like an hour-long jog, and I was in shape, so it was no problem. It was a fun little thing. I'd listen to music or an audiobook or podcast. It was a great time going out running. And then while I was up to like, I don't know, I kept increasing the mileage every couple of weeks or months. I think it was up to like running 7 miles. And then, because I was running at 2 o'clock in the morning, I got attacked by people who were trying to mug me. And I don't do that anymore. And I stopped running. And that was like 2013 in May. I remember it happened like the day I put out my History of Paladin Seals video. So whenever that video came out, that's when the attack happened. So I haven't gone running consistently since then. So I'm really out of shape. But I do want to like go into a gym or something or buy a treadmill. I can't go running outside anymore, but I think I could do it if it was like during the day. I don't like running during the day though. It sucks because I'm busy during the day. And I don't like waking up early at all. So I'm not going to. I might do that though. If I woke up early enough, I could probably go running again. But anyway, let's see. I have this like checklist right here to keep me on track for this video because it was supposed to be a short one, but I'm already like nearing 17 minutes or something. Let's see. Did I talk about how it took me 3 weeks since the last video? Yes. Did I talk about my new computer? Kind of. I have a new computer. It's really great. The videos are going to be a lot better. Oh, and I'm going to start streaming now. That's what this video is for. I have a Twitch account already, and I have streamed before, but only Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Because with my laptop, streaming was impossible, unless it was Yu-Gi-Oh, and even then, Yu-Gi-Oh was laggy. Yu-Gi-Oh, the game, it takes up like no space at all. I had my Yu-Gi-Oh game installed on my external hard drive, and when I booted over to my new computer, I opened it up by accident from the hard drive, and it just opened up like it was no problem. I didn't have to install it on the new computer because it's on my hard drive, my external one. I had no idea it was even on there. I didn't know I installed it there, but it is, and it works perfectly fine because it takes up like no space at all, and its graphics. You could run it like on a potato. So I could stream that, and even that was laggy, but now I have a new like really great $1,000 computer. It wasn't $1,000. It was about $1,000. A little bit more than. I need to turn in the rebates so I can put it down closer to $1,000. But it's a pretty nice computer. It can handle a lot. Easily run WoW on Ultra. The only problem is like my internet connection, since I am wired. And then I think I only had that problem once while I was like watching stuff while playing Heroes of the Storm. So I haven't had that problem again. Everything's been running like super freaking smooth, it's really weird playing WoW on ultra graphics, the huge screen, because the graphics are like really good and I'm not used to it. I think it's more weird just the fact that it's a big screen. The graphics thing I think I've kind of already gotten used to. I'm still not quite used to the big screen or the new keyboard yet. Getting used to a new keyboard is probably the hardest thing. I tried to get a keyboard that was as close to my laptop as possible, but the keys are a little bit further apart than I'm used to, so I'm still trying to get used to that. But I still have like, it's like a laptop keyboard, but it's also like a normal keyboard length, so the numbers are just as far apart as a normal keyboard, but it kind of looks like a laptop one. It's pretty nice. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna start streaming, but the thing is, I'm not going to make like a branded stream, because the name of my stream is based off of my Yu-Gi-Oh channel's name, because I have a Yu-Gi-Oh channel where I make a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh decks. It's kind of like if you ever watched Total Biscuit or Valkrend, where how they make weird gimmicky decks in Hearthstone. That's my entire channel, but for Yu-Gi-Oh! And it does pretty well, actually. Each video averages about 800 to 900 views, which is pretty high for releasing videos every day. But none of the videos get like mega views. Like my average Yu-Gi-Oh video gets more views than my average battle pet video. Yeah, that's what they're called, right? Battle pets in WoW. Because the battle pet videos are a lot of fun. And I get really good feedback on those. The few people who actually watch those videos really love them. But they get like very little views. My Yu-Gi-Oh channel with almost 3,000 subscribers now. It's almost there. I'm hitting milestones. Yeah, my Yu-Gi-Oh channel with almost 3,000 views. Subscribers gets more views on average than my pet battle videos. But the pet battle videos are about as easy to make as a Yu-Gi-Oh video, so it's not that bad. They get about the same views, so if I could just make pet battle videos every day, but then that would actually like drive people away from my channel, since majority of the people who subscribe for my channel don't do it for these Q and A videos or the pet battle stuff or the PvP stuff, which I'm going to start doing later on. They subscribe for the top 10 videos or the other videos I make. Like, I don't know. The videos I put a lot of effort into that I can't make every day like I could the pet battle ones. I'm also like probably the biggest pet battle PvPer YouTuber there is, since there are no other pet battle PvPers, because I've checked and I look all the time. And all I need is someone to copy my style so I can watch them too. So if you're an aspiring pet battler and you have more pets than I do, I'm also like super huge into the pets. I have a ton. And it's not an easy thing to get into, because it's really time consuming to get your first couple level 25 pets, and then you need a whole bunch of level 25 pets if you want to power level other pets to level 25. So you need a whole bunch of level 25 pets in order to power level pets to 25. And you also need a whole bunch of specific pets for like the Pandaren daily tamers, because that's how you power level, and then you can only do that like once a day since they're daily quest. And to unlock the Pandaren daily tamers, you need to beat every other tamer in the Old World and Outlands and Wrath of the Lich King stuff. So it takes a really long time. It's definitely an end game thing. So like if you reach the end of the game and you want to do something else, pet battling will take a lot of your time. And it's a great way to play WoW after you've reached the end game. If you're like waiting for stuff to do in between raids or PvP, or if you don't raid or PvP, there's so much to do with pet battling that's like a game in itself. Although there's not that much to do if you're not into PvP pet battling, but I don't know, you can like run whole dungeons and stuff for pets. Pets are pretty fun, but they don't get a lot of views. So, and I also can't flood my channel with those videos, otherwise I'll lose subscribers. So I think I set like a limit on myself. No more than 3 videos a week of pet battle stuff. So I've been hitting that goal pretty easily. I think I put out like 1 pet battle video last week or something, and then like 2 or 3 the week before that. So yeah. The Patreon thing, why don't I have that on here? If you don't know about my Patreon, I added some other stuff to it. Patreon is like a way for me to... The thing is, like I said earlier, if I wanted to just make a lot of money on YouTube, I would just make nothing but list videos. Well, that's not a bad thing at first, because like when I put out my first, because I put out a list of videos that I might make, and I'll have my Patreon people vote on them. And I only have like one person on my Patreon. They voted for like the top 10 video, which is the top 10 quest chains video, which is the one I'm doing right now. That video, I can totally see that one takes a long time to actually get all the footage for, but I want Patreon to be for like the videos that aren't a list video and that take a lot of effort. Probably I'm gonna be pushing it a lot more heavily at the end of my videos after I release the machinima that I've been working on, that you can read the script over at my blog, which is, I don't know if it's in the video description. I'll make sure to put it in this one. I also have like a default settings that will put my all my social stuff in the video description, so you can just go there and read it. Part 1. I'll also put up like parts 2 and 3 later on. Yeah, I have a part 2 and a part 3. It's an awesome script. I think it's pretty funny. And I only ever make stuff that I like, and I do like that script. Although I've been trying to work on it and try to get some more feedback on it, and I'm not going to just put it out right away, because with original stuff like this, you usually want to sit on it for a while. Like when I made that video, the Made You Let Through Time, the interactive video, I still think it's my best video I've made. I sat on the script for like 3 months before I was finally okay with it. Like, I liked it, but then I made a whole bunch of changes to it, and then I liked the changes, and I wanted to see if I would still like the changes like a week from now. Then I kind of forgot about it, and then like 3 months later I went back to it and read it, and I was like, I still like the script, so I made the video of it. So that's kind of what this one is. I have the scripts, and if I still like them a week from now, then I'll start working on it. But I've had the first part of the script done for a long time, so I'm definitely going to be making that. Still not quite sure on parts 2 and 3, but that's going to be on my blog. And the Patreon thing will only be for like those kinds of videos. So I'll have it set for like, you'll know exactly when it's going to charge for a video, because I'll put a whole bunch of updates up, because yeah, I put a ton of updates, even though I only have like one person on the Patreon thing. Yeah, tons of updates on the video I'm making. And, oh shit, I totally got off track about my stream thing. The stream is going to be at TheDuellogs. It's not going to be hirumaredx, because I already have a stream thing. I mean, I already have a Twitch account with a couple hundred like subscribers on it. They only really subscribe for my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, which I'll be doing that too. I just decided to do it like all on one Twitch stream. I don't want to make 2 separate ones. Like, I already have 2 separate YouTube channels for 2 separate pieces of content, because that makes sense. But I'm not going to be streaming enough to really justify having 2 Twitch accounts. I mean, I could, but with Twitch, in order to like get a partner with them, you need like a certain amount of consistent viewers, and you need to stream all the time, and it would be really hard to do on 2 accounts. I'm just going to do it all on my TheDuellogs one. I already put out a video over on my Yu-Gi-Oh channel telling them that there's going to be more than just Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on the stream, so the people who bothered to watch that video should know. But this is going to be, oh shit, it's so late into the video though. This is like almost 30 minutes in and I'm barely talking about it. Yeah, it's going to be at TheDuellogs. I'll probably have to make it you know what, I'll probably edit it in at the beginning. Or if I forget, I'll just leave it like this. So if you're at the 28-minute mark, I will be like streaming my raids, or if I do like pet battling stuff, or if I just want to stream WoW randomly and you want to come watch that. The fun thing about streams is it's like the best way to have a conversation with someone you like. So if you want to like, whenever I would stream Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I would just have my subscribers from YouTube come over, and they would just talk to me and ask me questions about decks and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun to have the chat open, and then you just read it, and then you respond to questions while you're playing. It really makes playing a lot more fun. It's kind of like playing with friends. If you ever played with friends, or it's kind of like playing with a whole bunch of friends who are very interested in you, which is awesome, because I love talking about myself, and they always ask me questions. So it's a lot of fun to stream, as long as you have a whole bunch of people in your chat asking you questions. Otherwise, it's just like playing by yourself, but you're not allowed to listen to music or podcasts, because if you do that on stream, they mute you. So you have the trade-off. Usually whenever I raid and do all that stuff by myself, I like to put on YouTube videos, because I like to watch a lot of YouTube videos, or I'll put on a podcast, or I'll listen to music. And I can't do that while streaming, but in place of that, I have Twitch chat, which is still pretty fun, because you get to answer questions about yourself, and I love talking about myself and talking to people through there, because that's like a time I have set out to be talking with other people. So streams are a lot of fun, even if you don't want to watch me play. It's just a good way, because I know I have had people who wanted to add me on battle.net because they want to talk to me like in real time, and joining me on my stream while I'm actually streaming is probably the best way to get that happen, because I usually answer all the questions. I'm not like super big. Like, I have like 16,000 subs on this channel now, and then I have the almost 3,000 my other one, so combined that's about 19,000 subscribers, which is a lot, but the amount of people who would actually like watch a stream if I put up a video on both channels saying I'm streaming is a lot less than that. I'd say about, I don't know, it would still be kind of a lot. I probably won't put up a video announcing when I'm streaming because I don't have too many people in the Twitch chat, and I kind of like it when the Twitch chat's kind of small. It'll always be a couple people in there, but if I put out a video, there'll be a lot more, which I might do sometimes. I don't know. I also stream when I play Heroes of the Storm because I love playing Heroes of the Storm because that game's so much fun. Like, the only games I actually play because I'm really busy all the time, like doing stupid homework or making videos, is Yu-Gi-Oh!, WoW when I raid, or when I take a break and play Heroes of the Storm because I don't have time to do anything else because I'm really busy with school. So yeah, that's the stream, and I think I talked about Patreon already. I'm not going to really push that heavily until I have like some videos that really make it worthwhile, because Patreon is like really good for non-list type videos that you put a lot of effort into, but you know will get a little bit of views. Like the most effort I put into a video is the Mage Who Leapt Through Time interactive video, and I really like that video. I still like it like a year later after I've made it. I still think it's a great video, even though the quality is kind of bad. I've gotten a lot better at editing since then. I still really like it, and it still only has like 20,000 views compared to my lowest amount of views on a top 10 video. I don't know, what is the lowest views I've had on a top 10 video? I kind of want to see. Let's see. I have my second monitor open real quick. Let me check that. I think it's at like 20,000 too as well. No, it has to be way more than that. I have, let's see, top 10 videos. I have a couple of them in the 100,000s. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Top 10. Let's see, 60,000, 48,000. Okay, so top 10 video that wasn't, let's see, top 25 pets. That one only has 7,000 views. And the part 1 of my question that came out a week ago, that only has 4,000 views so far. It's going to get a lot more down the line because these guys just kind of snowball. 400,000 views, that's a lot. So let's see. The one that has the least amount of views that didn't come out recently looks like it's at 42,000. That came out 4 months ago. And then the video I spent the most amount of time on and that I love the most, that came out a year ago, has 19,000 views. So, a lot less. And it makes me like almost no money. That's what the whole Patreon thing is for. It allows you to make it worth your time to put out more of those kinds of videos that I personally think are a lot better, but they won't get like the mega views like the top 10 videos do. So I totally see the benefits of Patreon for content creators, because unless you're making a site like, I don't know, unless you're doing really clickbaity stuff. Luckily, clickbaity stuff isn't like terrible to do. It's not like, oh, I hate doing it. There are things that will get you a lot of views that I do hate doing, like guide videos. Guide videos get you almost as much, if not more views than top 10 videos. Except guide videos are terrible. I hate making them. They're so boring, and you have to look up so much information, and they're so boring. And they're not fun to make at all. Well, at least top 10 videos, you can have fun with those. And they're not boring, and actually fun to watch and edit and put together. Not boring at all. I totally don't hate making them, but I also want to make other stuff that doesn't just get like no views. Let's see, what are my... Let's see, end bosses in WoW. And out of my top 10 most popular videos, the only 2 that aren't list videos are who will be the end boss of Warlords of Draenor. It's a joke video that kind of like in the whole Illuminati confirmed thing. Oh, that video was fun to make. I really wish I put more time into it because I kind of rushed it because I was trying to put out a video by the end of the week. And History of Legendaries, that was one that was suggested by me, that was suggested by a fan very heavily, and I decided to take him up on it. That's like the whole reason I started the Patreon thing, was because of that fan suggesting History of Legendaries to me. I was like, oh, I want a good way, because I get people who suggest videos all the time, and he was very adamant about it. Very convincing. So the Patreon place is like for people like him who really want me to make a type of video. And it turned out to do very well. It's in my top 10 most top videos. Of course, my number one video hit 400,000 views recently. That's a lot. Wow. And now I have 4 videos over 100,000. That's a lot, actually. A lot for only having 16,000 subscribers. It's going up a lot, though. I get like a couple hundred. No. I get like 100. Yeah, a couple hundred every week. Sometimes a little bit more. Like when I was mentioned on Lazy Peon channel a couple weeks ago or something, it increased a little bit. Not a lot, because he's about as big as I am, I think. I don't know. I think he might be bigger. He's around the same size as my channel. But yeah, whatever. What was I talking about? Oh, I go off on a lot of tangents on this. Oh yeah, my Reddit thing. I think I posted it on my Reddit page too. Because the thing is, my Reddit page, that's where I post like all my scripts before I put out the videos. So if you don't want to follow a blog, like the blog I have on my channel, I think it's called like Level 1 or something. I don't know. It's in. Let me check my. If I open up a video right now, it's gonna play the sound because I don't have it. Let's see, I have my blog. Oh, this is really nice having 2 monitors right now. Let's see, my blog, A Very Mysterious Mystery, and wow. So then I... Okay, so yeah, I have that up there. I think I also have it on my Reddit page. My Reddit page, yeah, I mean, I put all my video ideas that I'm going to make. Like, I haven't made a video that I put up on my Reddit page since I've made it. Like, back... I don't know, I made it a while ago. Every single video I put out so far... I put the script up on my Reddit page first, or I put the idea up, and I got people to give me input. So the Reddit page, I don't update it often because I've been working on the same 2 videos for like the past month and a half. The mythology of WoW, which took a really long time. I knew that one wasn't gonna get a lot of views though. I just really wanted to make it because I saw CPG Gray's video on the mythology of Lord of the Rings, and I was like, no one has a video like that for WoW out. Because if you haven't seen that one, really great video. He super summarizes all the mythology of Lord of the Rings. And that's what I did with WoW. I super summarized all the mythology of WoW, which still took like a 10-minute video. His is only like 5 minutes. I could not cut it down any more than I did. I cut out so much crap, and I get so many messages every day talking about stuff I miss. It's like, no, I didn't miss that. I left it out intentionally to make this as quick and to the point as possible. Although I don't reply to lore. There's a couple of videos I have where I don't reply to comments anymore because lore videos, because WoW's lore is a huge mess. They randomly retcon stuff all the time. If you don't know what retcon means, it's where they go back and like take something that was canon and say it's not anymore, or take something that wasn't canon and say it is and always has been. That's what retconning is, and Blizzard does that a lot. So they have like a whole bunch of lore in the past that people still think is lore, but it was retconned later on, and they don't know that it was retconned, so they'll go on my video and say, hey, this is wrong. And if I went back and replied to all of them, no, it was actually retconned, you're wrong. Or, no, it used to be right, but now it's not. It's just a huge... I don't have all the time in the world, so I can't do that. If I did have all the time in the world, I would reply to every message. Also, my list videos, because I just get people saying either your list is stupid, here's what I would put on the list myself, or great video. I like those ones. I get a lot of those too. A lot of people say, oh, I loved your video, but I've gotten so tired of replying, thanks, I'm glad you liked it. I think I've typed that out like, I don't know, 50 times. And after typing that out like 50 times, it kind of loses its meaning to you, even though they're only seeing it for the first time. So I don't do that anymore. I just kind of leave positive ones alone. I don't really reply to anything anymore, unless they ask a very specific question and aren't just, asking me something. Let's see. Actually, I have some right now. They comment on my top 10 creepy videos. Well, as a die-hard ally, I'd like to officially apologize on behalf of my... Oh my god. So, in my top 10 creepy things in WoW video, it's like one of my most popular videos. It's my 4th or 5th most popular. I made this little remark at one point in the video where I say, I don't play lines because I'm not a 12-year-old. And there's this huge, long list of reply of people saying, of people getting really mad about that. It's like one little thing, I say it offhandedly and has nothing to do with the rest of the video. And so many people are so mad about that. They're like, oh, you're really mature yourself. Are you sure you're not 12? I still get messages every day about that. It's so funny. Okay, next one. Top 10 question video. Duskwood was possibly one of, if not my favorite, of question zones, followed by... Alright, so they're talking about the video itself. Great comment, but not really anything I can reply to. Top 10 zombies in WoW. I never died. I'm just rested in a Pokeball, waiting for Kill Jaden to heal me at the Poke Center. It's a guy with a joke account of Arthas Menethil. And yeah, so those are just some examples. Not anything I can really reply to, just some that I might thumb up if the thumb up button didn't require me to actually go to the video. So I don't know why I was talking about comments. But anyways, back to my list. Oh shit, it's 40 minutes long. Actual questions. What country... Shit, I really should have started with this. Okay, I really did not mean for this video to be as long as it is. But for you people watching it and are this long in the video, you're probably like playing WoW and have it on the screen. That's what I use these kind of videos for. I love listening to Q and A videos from other YouTubers. I wish they would all make them as long as I do, because I listen to them. I think Sips does some about this length. I love Sips' videos. Well, his Q and A videos. I don't really like Minecraft, so I skipped all those. And he's been doing a lot of Minecraft lately, so I haven't been watching a lot of them. But I do watch all of his Q and A videos or his ramblings with Sips. Anyways, questions. I think I only have 2 on here from my last video. Because with this Q and A video, I do answer questions, and I do ask a lot of random questions if I don't think the video is long enough. I do have a list of them on here, but I don't think I really answer any of them. So anyways, questions from the last video. What country are you from? I'm from the United States, America, the US. I think actually, let me check my traffic real quick. I want to say majority of my viewers are also from the US, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true. Oh man, looking at my CPM is so depressing. Because CPM is like how much money you make based on how many views you have from your ad revenue. Ad revenue goes way down in January. I actually got more views in January than I did in December, but I made like less than half of the amount of money I made in December, just because CPM in December is so high and CPM in January is the lowest it is all year. So it's been going up steadily in February, and then I can see the bump in ad revenue from when the Super Bowl weekend was, then it goes back down, but it's still higher than it was in January. It's no December CPM, but it's better than January CPM, which is garbage. Anyways, I was looking at my demographics. Oh my god. The gender. 95% of my audience is male. 5.2% are female. That's crazy. So I guess the guys really like my voice. And the top traffic source, no, I'm not talking about it. I'm looking for where the demographics are from. Let's see, it looks like my top demographics are from the US at around 150,000. Coming in second is the United Kingdom at 34,000, and then Sweden, Germany, Canada, Denmark, Australia, Norway, Netherlands, Finland, Romania, Poland, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Brazil, Mexico, Hungary, France, Serbia, Belgium, Greece, Austria, Portugal, Croatia, and last Turkey. Although it goes on for 174, and I'm not gonna go to those. But yeah, majority is from US. It doesn't really give me a pie chart though. Oh, here it is. 31% of my audience is from the US. 42% is other. Let's see, what's number 2? United Kingdom. Looks like people over the United Kingdom like my stuff almost as much as the people in Sweden and Germany and Canada. Now, Sweden and Germany are pretty close. Canada is a good fourth, and then 43% other. So it is a large portion of my audience, but it's really dumb to assume everyone you're talking to is from the same country you are from, even if a lot of the views do come from it. But it looks like a majority of my views come from other countries outside of the US, which is what I expected it to be. I was kind of expecting the US to be 30% sounds about right. I was expecting it to be like 25% or something. 30% is really close to what I thought it was. Okay, what's the next question? For how long have you been playing WoW? What's the reason you started? And you're American, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that was also in this question. Yes, I'm from America. I live in the desert part of America. I'd love to move to a colder part. It's not that bad right now. It actually rained today. That was crazy. I love it when it rains because it happens so seldom. How long have I been playing WoW? I've been playing WoW since 2009 or 8 or something. I don't know. When I started working at my job, there was this guy who worked there too who told me how WoW was great. And I got like a free trial in the mail when they sent you discs. And my little brother asked me to install it. And then my friend at work was also telling me how great it was at that time. So I was like, why not? I installed it on the crappy computer we had. And I made a Tauren Hunter. And Mulgore was so beautiful that I fell in love with the game. And I explored every part of it. Oh my god, if I did not start out in Mulgore. Because my favorite landscapes are grassy plains. And that's all Mulgore is. The starting zone for Taurens is just a huge grassy plains. And it was just luck. Because I was actually like kind of anti-WoW at that point. Because I played a whole bunch of other browser-based online games. And I had a whole bunch of people in like the guilds I had in those games who did nothing but like bad talk WoW. It's like, yeah, I used to play WoW, but it's not as good as it used to be anymore. And it's terrible and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I probably won't play WoW. A lot of people who have played WoW didn't like it. But Mulgore was just so beautiful that I kept at it. And it's a good thing I did, because WoW's a lot of fun. What's the reason you started? Oh, for how long have I been playing? Since like 2009 or 10 or something, I don't know. What's the reason you started? I think I just explained that too, because I got the demo disc in the mail around the same time a friend at work was telling me how great it was. Okay, and I think that's it. Because this video is really long. I kind of wanted to go over these questions, but I ended up talking about a whole bunch of random crap for like the first 40 minutes of the video. Let's see. I kind of want to answer one of these questions anyway. Talk about the first time you watched your favorite person you had the most intense romantic feelings for. The best birthday you've had. The person you've had the most intense romantic feelings for. That would be like a 3-way tie. Because I don't think I've ever fallen in love with someone who wasn't already in a relationship before, which just is the worst. If you like someone who's in a relationship already, it's gonna cause nothing but problems. I know, because I've been through that 3 times. You think I'd learn after the first time, but no. It's like I can get it better the second time. And then after the second time, I was like, no, this isn't for me. Never again. And then it happened again. Let's see. I'm trying to read through all these without having dead space. Ooh, here's a good one. When was the time you were most content in life? The time you're most content in life. I don't like that. My life has been nothing but a series of being very unlucky. Like falling in love with 3 girls who all were already in relationships, and it all ended badly for me. Really unlucky. Maybe I just really am into girls who are already taken. I don't know. I like to think not. I like to think I'm not a terrible person, but I might be. But the time I was most content, whenever I always feel like, you know what, life isn't half bad for me right now. Something bad always happens. Last time that happened was like around the time I got fired from my last job. I was like, you know what? life is pretty great right now. School's not too bad. I go to work and I don't hate work. Work isn't the funnest thing in the world, but I do have a lot of fun messing with my coworkers. I think I kind of like where my life is right now. And then I got fired like 2 weeks after that. And then again, after I released my Paladin Seals video, which was like my first video to get over 1,000 views, which was a really big deal back in the day when a video that... I remember once I released a video and I got like 50 views on its own without me having to like spam it in a whole bunch of different websites. Like within the first week it came out, 50 views, and I was like, oh, this is such a good video, I have to copy this style and do more of it. And then my Paladin Seals video got like 5,000 views because it hit like the front page of the WoW subreddit, and I was like, you know what, this is awesome, this is great. This kind of makes my whole trying to not go into a depression really great. I think I'm really content with life right now. And then it was like that night I got attacked while I was out on my run, so I try to avoid that. If I think I'm content with life, I'm like, nope, there's stuff that can be a lot better, because every time I have that thought, something bad happens immediately after. Okay, I think I want to answer one more that's not like terrible. I swear, I really like my life. It's awesome. I'm a really positive person. I've just had a lot of bad things happen to me, which is probably why I'm a positive person. Otherwise, I'd just be depressed all the time. Oh, what is your worst fear? Praying Mantis. A time when someone turned you down. I'm not going to talk about that. Not because it's all that bad or anything, but because I would just sound like a huge asshole. Talk about... here's one. Talk about something you wish you'd known earlier on in life. Earlier on in life that I wish I'd known, that I know now that I didn't know back when I was young. Oh, I thought this would be a little bit easier to answer. The thing is, I kind of grew up really quickly. When I was 8 years old, it was learn to take care of yourself or no other option because your mom's too busy doing drugs to take care of you. So I kind of matured really quickly, which sucks. So there's a lot of people, whenever I read on Reddit, who are like, oh, there's no switch over into adulthood. You're just a kid, and then you're an adult, you don't know what to do anymore. I was like, I don't know. I think when you become an adult, it's when you learn to take care of yourself and do everything for yourself. And I've been doing that since I was a kid, so that kind of sucks. But what's something you wish you had known earlier on in life that you know now? Alright, I think I know a good one. Something I know that I know now that I wish I'd known earlier is that time fixes a lot of problems. Stuff that seems like a really big deal right now, you probably won't even remember a year from now. Same thing with like really big things. Like, I don't know, being in love with someone and it doesn't work out for you. Thinking you'll never love someone ever again. Well, I have been in love 3 times in my life, so I know for sure that you do get over it, even if it does take like a year. You will eventually get over it because humans have this wonderful ability to forget. And even though you think it's the worst thing in the world, you will eventually, with time, get over it, unless you have some kind of mental illness, which kind of sucks, but that's its whole other huge problem. But I'm not going to get into that. Yeah. Time heals a lot of wounds. I wish I had known that earlier, but that's really something you don't know until you have had the experience. That's like something you can't know without experience. Even if someone tells you, you can't... Well, even if, someone tells you, it's not really something you can really put into practice because it's something that literally requires a long time. But if you've had bad things happen to you and you've gotten over them, then you'll know that time heals a lot of things.